is going to be kind of short and sweet. We're basically going to be having a little bit of fun of some reporting on Halloween. The reporting itself is accurate. It's more the commentary that was with the topic, which was a little amusing and probably unintentional. Well, let's get to the punchline, as it were. Apparently, again, this is a maybe, this may happen, we don't really know final confirmation, that they're going to reveal Michael's face beneath the mask in Halloween Kills. And of course, if you do some thinking about it, you're like, wait, how is this news? But let's just play the video and then we'll bask a little bit in the ignorance of the issue.
Going to be coming out later this year. Of course, this is a very controversial issue, so Halloween Kills promises to unmask Michael Myers for the world to see, but the question is, can it avoid the backlash the 2007 remake faced for doing exactly that? Now, if you guys remember in the 2018 film Halloween, we kind of got some teases that they are going to be unmasking Michael Myers, and indeed that is going to be the case for this film, according to what we know. So, if you guys remember, at the end of Halloween from 2018, it showed him in the burning house at the end of the film. There's a possibility that Michael Myers could be very burned and scarred when they unmask him, which honestly might kind of give more justification to them doing so. But besides that, it's always been kind of a controversial issue whenever they have decided to unmask him. That's kind of part of the icon of Michael Myers, is that he has never really been revealed, and that is something that people find very fascinating and interesting about him. So,
well, apparently the person I know the person, by the way. This is Josiah. He does his thing on a YouTube channel, but I guess with Geeks and Gamers, he has an affiliation, and he sometimes does videos for them. And he's not an idiot all the time, but here he's radically misinformed, and Josiah just does not have any idea what the hell he just said, because Michael has been unmasked quite a few times. He was unmasked technically in the first movie as an adult. We see his face as a younger person too, by the way, and the second one. And he's been unmasked apparently a few other times, including the Rob Zombie version. We've seen what Michael looks like underneath the mask quite a few times. Again, I understand if you don't really know Halloween or haven't really seen the films and are only pretending to do so for a video or clickbait, that you're like, yeah, it's so mysterious, Michael and his mask, I wonder, what does he look like? What are you talking about? We've seen his face fully. We've seen him and how he looks quite a few times. And Halloween, the new one, apparently has also shown us quite a bit of Michael. I mean, we see him from the back, right? We know he's human. And we know the actor Nick Castle, he's been in photos, so we can just make the obvious inference he's gonna look like Nick Castle. So we're like, okay, all right, and it's not really a controversy. I guess if you're not paying attention, this will be like, wow, they're revealing something, but no, they're really not revealing anything. So it's an interesting question, because to be super technical, right, the first film is still canonical, so yeah, they've kind of shown the face, so we'll put that aside. But they are starting over in a certain sense, so you're like, should they keep the mask on from now on? I myself am kind of two minds about this. I don't think the mask itself has ever been central. It's always the way Michael works with what he has. That's what gives it a kind of interesting, epic feeling in terms of how the character walks, the way he operates, the way he is with other people, etc., etc. So it's kind of like put on the mask, take off the mask. It's sort of been distracting to the mythology. It's not really all that central. So why they make the mask a big deal in the new films is frankly not clear. I guess they just need some kind of plot point. Because I mean, I got to be honest, Halloween had such a weak and lazy script, so it really wasn't saying anything at all. I hope Halloween Kills is a lot more substantive, but if this is the kind of tricks they're going to pull, like, hey, and we're going to show you his face too, you're like, you've shown the face already. Are you not even watching the film itself? All right. It's one thing if a YouTuber who really doesn't know Halloween and is just trying to do clickbait, they don't know this, but I would hope the writers know, you've already pulled this trick. Please, you got to do something else beyond this, because we know this already. And again, that's going to introduce problems too, canonically, if his face is radically different from what we saw in the first film, we're going to be like, wait, what happened? How does this work? This is more mounting evidence that Halloween Kills may be a good film, but it's going to be heavily superficial and relying on a lot of tricks. But and again, I don't hate Josiah. He sometimes does good content, but boy, as always, Geeks and Gamers, when they try to do their clickbait, they just keep exposing just how radically stupid they are on so many topics. So obviously, some of their other stuff is fine. I'm not saying it's all stupid, but yeah, the regular stuff they do on popular culture is so weak. It's just they have a lot of subscribers, but it's clearly not based on expertise or knowledge. But it'll be interesting how we'll debate whether they do in fact unmask Michael